To understand marketing, you have to understand history. And those who don't understand history are doomed to repeat failure. Let me explain what I mean by that. Everything and anything that's worked inside the real estate industry over the last however many decades has always gone in waves. The first wave that most of us can probably remember is, of course, window cards. Now, those who adapted early to window cards generally won. The next wave, of course, was print media, newspapers and letterbox drops, and we've all seen the rise of many of particularly the older generation of agents who are still inside the industry today. Most of those agents built their status and built their success off the back of print media. Again, many agents at the time of this period who didn't adopt to the new age of print media and marketing have ultimately become outdated, probably left the industry prematurely. Now, most recently, of course, is social media. We're all well and truly of the power of what social media can do in today's day and age. It's become a lot more efficient and effective than many of the traditional forms of media and marketing of the days gone by. Once again, many of the old school agents who didn't adapt to the new age of social media, unfortunately, as we've seen, have now left the industry. Now, we're well and truly into the new wave, and this is the rise of personal brands. We're quickly moving into what we're referring to as is the attention economy. Look at the biggest personal brands: Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs. You know the names that I speak of. Even inside our industry, who are the biggest names inside real estate right now? They all have one thing in common. They've all invested heavily into building their personal brand, and that's what's created a lot of where their status is at the moment. Now, I caught onto this trend pretty early, back in 2014. Now, despite being too early, as I mentioned previously, I've now had a decade of experience in finding out what works and what doesn't. All of my success today, all of my income today comes down to just starting to build my personal brand and what I've learned in that time. Now, thankfully for you, I've done all the trial and error for you. So you don't have to waste your time on finding what works and what doesn't. You can simply copy and paste exactly what I do inside my businesses right now. Now, if you don't build your personal brand, I promise you will be left behind. I've made it so easy for you. I've answered all of the hard-hitting questions for you, from which platforms are most important. Should I do a podcast? And if so, how do I start a podcast? What should I do if I don't like being in front of the camera? How do I turn my personal brand into listings, or more importantly, income? Now, here's the catch. What you have to do to grow a personal brand in today's day and age is completely different to what you could do previously. Here are a few reasons why I find it so much harder now to build a personal brand without the right strategy or the right support. Almost every platform that you can think of, from TikTok to Instagram, Facebook to YouTube, whatever it might be, is completely saturated in today's day and age. There's way too many people online now to grow organically. But all of these platforms don't need to pump up your views or your engagement in order to get you excited or to keep you posting content. There's also a bunch of businesses and companies running ads these days, paying for engagement and views, that will completely saturate whatever you're doing organically or simply with the boost button. Now, here's another catch that I think is a big misconception in today's real estate landscape. You simply can't just pick up your phone, hit record and speak to the camera and then post that as a piece of content. People want creativity. People want a higher level of editing and sound these days, so that it doesn't work as well as it used to. And of course, hopefully it goes without saying, but if you're simply just posting your listings, your sales, and your open opens, of course, this does not work at all anymore. Now, if you want to dive deep into what's working right now and have our team basically create a complete detailed strategy for you, along with creating and distributing the right content for you individually, all you need to do is book a call in below this video in the description, and hopefully I'll see you on the other side. Bye for now.